Joe, from your point of view, you know, as customers, we always want things cheaper, don't we? So you could say the supermarkets are just giving us what we're asking for, which is cheaper and cheaper food that, you know, we want to buy.
Yeah, sure. Particularly on items like milk, the supermarkets have always pushed prices down in order to be competitive. But what you can see from some of the more successful premium brands is that there's definitely an opportunity to tell a better story, to bring to life the farming process, and to charge a premium price and probably make more profit.
Yeah, and is it right that, you know, from a retail point of view, those supermarkets do exert such control over the supply chain? So people like Jenny, you know, it's very difficult for Jenny to go to the big supermarkets and say, you know what, no, this is as much as I can cut my prices.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only way to do that is to group up with other farmers like Jenny has done, or to build your own brands, and that is an expensive, difficult process.
But that could, for us, mean higher prices ultimately. So it's a bit of a balancing act, isn't it? What we're prepared to pay as consumers versus what the supermarkets and suppliers need.
Sure, and it depends on the consumer. You know, in Britain, different people are in different circumstances. Some people are really prepared to pay more for a product that they believe in. Other people are in more difficult circumstances and really are looking for the cheapest product they can get.
Yeah, and Jenny, just a final word. I mean, you know, if you could speak to the supermarket bosses directly, I know you were on the radio yesterday, weren't you, with the boss of Sainsbury's? You know, what would you tell them when they've got to, you know, look at what you do? Because it's a tough job you're doing here.
It's a tough job. You cannot cheapen what we do. They're animals, they need freedoms, we need to be able to feed them, we need to be able to feed ourselves. It's the kind of fair trade ethos that we really should roll out to the UK. Fair trade means, you know, getting more than what it costs you to produce something, and to have a life where you can actually invest and educate your children. And that's happening at ground level. We need to make sure that our farmers, our producers, get at least the cost of production and more, so we can be viable.
Okay, Jenny, Joe, really nice to see you. Thanks for having us down on the farm here this morning. Speaking about people being hungry, these guys pretty hungry this morning, making their presence felt here. But, you know, you're right, you heard it there from Jenny about that relationship that suppliers have with farmers. But ultimately, we should remember as well, this is not yet a done deal. It still needs to be approved by the regulator, who will look at concerns like this about whether they have too much power in the supply chain. And of course, we'll get a decision in due course, but no indication yet of when that would be. But they're hoping, as we heard yesterday from the boss, that they want to fast track that so that that deal can indeed be done. I'll see you very soon.
Thank you very much.